congratulations on the movie. It must have been a strange, at times uncomfortable experience completing a film amongst the backdrop of all this uncertainty in the film industry and the writer's strike and the actor's strike. How much of a relief, how much of a pleasure, how much of a joy is it to unveil the film at a time like this when we're seeing light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, I don't know, because I'm kind of ferociously on the side of the strikers, really, and so I kind of feel like I'm just more concerned that they get, as we did with the WGA, that they get their dues and they get the deal and they fight as hard as possible. But of course, it's a very strange time to bring a film out because we're all super aware that they're striking for all of our behalfs, and we're really grateful and we want to do them proud.
Let's talk about the last film. Promising Young Woman is a bona fide masterpiece. How did that change your experience writing this, following something that was so loved and so successful? Does that make it more difficult when you sit down in the writer's room and you're trying to knock out something?
I think honestly, I was so lucky. In a way, I was lucky because I was at home. I had 2 small children. We were in the middle of a pandemic, which meant it didn't feel quite as close as all of this does. So I think I was quite lucky that the pressure wasn't too intense. But of course, it's you always want people to love the things that you make. I think this film, like Promising Young Woman, is it's sort of hopefully going to get people talking and going to get people excited and fighting and all of the things that Promising did. And it's nice because you already have an established language now with the people watching, and so you hope that they'll bring their love of the last film and they'll kind of bring that to this and see those kind of like the sort of similarities too.
How personal is this film to you? Because you think of great artists and musicians and what have you, and you think of their first great work that they become recognised for, and all the time and the years of ideas and thoughts and emotions that sometimes pile into it. And then you think of the second albums and the second effort as something that, okay, now the pressure is on to deliver something for the world. Does this film speak to you just as much as the last did?
Oh my goodness, of course. I mean, I think I'm lucky in the sense that there are lots and lots of things that I've been thinking about for a lot of years. So Saltburn it's not a kind of new thing. It's been creeping around, in the back staircase of my head for 7 or 8 years now. So no, I'm lucky. This feels just as personal.
And I was listening to a chat between Zach Braff and Elizabeth Banks recently, another pair of kind of writer, actor, directors, and they talked about how they enjoy acting more, but they get more from directing. It's more exhausting at the end of the day, but they take more from it. Has that been your experience? So do you kind of miss the simplicity of turning up on set and having a very clear role?
Well, I think I'm very lucky. I've never ever been happier. I'm never happier than when I'm on set directing. So it's a kind of sheer joy. It's sheer joy to me every single day that I'm able to do this, that I'm able to do it. And I love writing and directing. So I don't know, I think that's my main course, and acting's pudding.
Very, very quickly, just capturing lightning in a bottle is kind of the success, the secret sauce to making a film work. Getting someone like Jacob Elordi in a place where he is in his career, and Barry Keoghan, of course. I mean, seeing how their careers have progressed over the last 12 months alone must have been a joy for you working with them.
It's so wonderful, and there aren't 2 people in the world who deserve it more. They're both so wonderful and so talented, and they worked so hard on this movie. We pushed each other, all of us, every day to do something complicated and weird and difficult and sexy, and I don't think this film could work without them. So they deserve it, both of them.